My name is Alex Barlow, and I'm the author of Iron Doves. This is a story that started with scale modeling, and it has evolved into a novel. And when I started working on this project, I was building a lot of Wingnut Wings kits, and I became fascinated by the history of the aircraft. And they had Avionics, Richard Andrews. He had a complete set of decals for Jasta 65. And so what I started to do is I started to kind of rebuild the scenes that were in the pictures and the instructions. I would use my models. And then it became sort of a hybrid project where I was then using digital photography or digital AI, a lot of AI, a lot of different programs to filter the thing. So this would be, where I started with is this is my plastic scale model, 132 scale, handmade wood propeller. That's a famous 7 Savians planes. And then with some of the technology, I've been able to go back in and then take those scenes and do different filtering. And there is stuff that's lost in the translation. Some of it gets better. And so when I started this process, it was always about storytelling. So with the technology, I've been able to take my dioramas and then just kind of put some filters on them. You can still see the kind of the little piece of wood with the dog and the horse cart is sitting on. But with the filtering, it's able to sort of even out, add some clouds, that kind of thing. It's fun. And but then I started saying, well, what if this artist guy had painted these airplanes? So then I was able to use the technology to not only come up with new schemes based on what this artist might have done, but then place them on the aircraft that I'd built. And I'd say, take off the what's there and replace it with what's not. And then, going through my old photographs, I was able to make them more lifelike, filtering and just taking, these are scale models that has had some filtering and evening put on with ChatGPT, but it's all my work. And it's a wonderful technology. So I was able to take scale models. I was able to come up with an idea and say, I want this design on this airplane, and this particular design is the Blue Rider. It's a motif Wassily Kandinsky would use on different works. So I was able to have that scene be put on my aircraft in scale modeling. And so for the modelers out there, everyone's kind of discouraged about AI, but I think the answer is to do a hybrid where you're taking your scale models and you're doing a finish pass and you're saying, blend the tree stump into the ground, kind of apply filters, and it will make goofs, like whatever's going on there with the bucket is not right. But overall, it's a vast improvement. It adds clouds to the sky. And it's just basically been a whole nother way to revisit all these models. It's a lot of fun. And it's a nice finishing touch. So, like I think we all go through phases. Right now I'm in a phase where I'm too busy to build, too busy writing the book. Just kind of moved on from scale modeling, but I've invested a lot of time in it, and I'm able to go back and have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, Iron Doves is a novel. So this is what I've been working on. I started this YouTube page a long time ago, not really knowing what I was doing with the whole project. But it is a novel. It's available on Amazon, and if you search for Iron Doves, right now it's only on Kindle. Oops, gotta spell those right. There's my book. Paperback will be out next week, January 13th. And what it's about history says Vasily Kandinsky spent the Great War in Moscow. The paint on a German fighter plane says otherwise. Seattle, 2021. James is fighting his own battle with cancer when he inherits a dusty collection of journals from his estranged father. They belong to Otto Wishar, a German pilot from the First World War. Tucked inside are sketches that shouldn't exist, drawings of iron doves, warplanes adorned with unmistakable spiritual geometry of the great abstract master Vasily Kandinsky. The Western Front, 1917. In the mud and the blood of the trenches, a mysterious figure known only as William Koenig arrives at Jasta 65. He is not a soldier, but a technician of color, tasked with camouflaging the squadron's aircraft. But Koenig sees more than the camouflage. He sees a canvas. Amidst the roar of the Fokkers and Albatross fighters, he applies his theories of synesthesia and spirituality to the machinery of death, hiding a masterpiece in plain sight. As James and his friend David peel back layers of forensic history, analyzing pigment, canvas, weaves, and old forgotten ciphers, they uncover a century-old conspiracy. Kandinsky's Moscow alibi was a lie. The father of abstract art wasn't watching snowfall in Russia. He was surviving the war on the wrong side of the line. It's a pretty complex story, and I'm pretty happy with it. So hopefully people will enjoy it, and thanks for listening.